If you want to share videos privately without uploading them to YouTube, this is a really interesting option. Think of it a bit like having your own private Netflix, but just for your videos. This is Projector. It's a private video streaming platform designed for sharing videos with specific people and not the whole internet. Your videos aren't public by default and it's not a social network. In this video, I'll show you how Projector works and when it makes sense to use it. And make sure you stay until the end because I'll share one small thing to think about before choosing any private video platform. It'll help you decide whether Projector is the right fit for you. What is Projector? So what actually is Projector? At its core, it's a private video streaming platform designed specifically for sharing videos with people you choose. It's not social media, your videos aren't public by default. It's not about uploading something and hoping for the best. Instead, Projector gives you your own streaming space where you decide who can watch, what they can see, and how your videos are viewed. It's about control. That makes it particularly well suited for things like family videos, personal projects, or any situation where you want your videos to be watched properly without them living on a public platform. And a nice bonus is you're not limited to video. You can also upload photos and use Projector as a private way to share slideshows, which works really well for things like family memories or event highlights, especially when you want to watch them together on a TV. How Projector works: creating a Projector account. To get started with Projector, the best place is to begin on their website, projectorstream.com. They recommend using a Chrome browser. Once you're on the site, you can create an account in the usual way. Just sign up and follow the prompts. It's worth knowing up front that Projector is a paid service, and that's very much intentional. There are no ads, no data mining, and no algorithms trying to push content. You're the customer here, not the product. There is a small free option to try things out. You can upload up to 15 videos or 5 gigabytes, just to get a feel of how it works. After that, there are paid plans available, monthly, yearly, or a lifetime option, all of which include unlimited storage and uploads. Once your account is created, you can immediately start uploading videos or photo albums. Upload a video. From your main Projector view, click the Upload button and choose Upload Video. You can then either select a video file from your computer or just drag and drop it straight in. Projector supports common video formats and uploads in high quality, so you're not compressing things down the way you often are on social platforms. As soon as the video is selected, you'll see that the title defaults to the file name. You can change this straight away to something more meaningful, which I do recommend, especially if you're building up a library over time. Next, you can choose a category. If you don't pick one, the video will just sit in all videos, which is absolutely fine. But categories are really helpful if you want to group things, for example, family events, holidays, or specific projects. I'll show you how this helps with browsing a bit later on. You then choose the visibility. You can decide whether it's visible to all viewers you've shared access with, visible only to selected people or groups, or kept completely private. You're always in control of who sees what. Below that, you can add a description, a subcategory to help with searching, or add the video to a playlist if you want to organize things that way. Over on the right-hand side, you can also choose a thumbnail. Either pick one from the video or upload your own. This makes it really easy to personalize things and gives the whole platform that Netflix-style feel. When you're happy, just click publish, and that video is ready to watch privately. Viewing and organizing your videos. Once your videos are uploaded, Projector takes you straight into the content screen, and this is where everything starts to come together. At the top, you'll see all videos. That's exactly what it sounds like. Everything you've uploaded lives there. Down the left-hand side, you'll see any categories you've created. Clicking on one shows just the videos in that category, which makes it really easy to jump straight to a specific type of content. If you haven't created categories yet, you can add one using the Add Category option. And once a category exists, adding videos to it is as simple as dragging and dropping a video into the category on the left. You can also change how your videos are displayed in your dashboard for easier management. At the top, there's an option to switch between thumbnail view and list view. And you can change the sorting order as well, for example by newest first or alphabetically. If you want to edit a video, its title, description, category, or anything else, just click on the video itself and make your changes there. Now, the other really important area to look at is layout. This is where that Netflix for your own videos feeling really starts. Here you can choose how your projector is laid out, things like the order of categories, playlists, and photo albums. You can reorder categories and playlists just by dragging and dropping. You're essentially deciding what people see first when they open your projector. You can also edit individual categories, changing their name or background image, which gives the whole thing a really clean, curated feel. It's very visual, very browsable, and it feels intentional rather than messy. Simply click to edit the categories or playlists, then you can reorder your categories with a simple drag and drop. Then click Update to make sure the change is saved. To edit an individual category, select the Edit drop-down and select View. Here you can select to change the background, then select what you want and it will be saved. Or you can reorder the videos as to how they will appear in the category on your projector. Just drag and drop and then select Update to save the changes. If you want to see how this looks to the people you're sharing with, just click View My Projector. That switches you from admin mode into viewer mode, so you're seeing it exactly as they will. From there, videos can be found by clicking the category buttons at the top, scrolling through the page, or using search. And whenever you want to get back to managing things, just go to your account menu and select Content Dashboard, then you are back in admin mode. One small tip before you upload lots of videos, it's worth doing a bit of organizing on your computer first. If your videos are already grouped into folders, for example, birthdays, holidays, or events, it makes creating categories in Projector much quicker and more intuitive. If you're watching this and thinking, this looks great, but my videos and photos are still scattered everywhere, you are definitely not alone. Most people don't struggle because they're bad with tech, they struggle because no one's ever shown them a clear, sensible way to organize everything first. That's exactly what I help with inside my PhotoMess Success courses. They guide you step by step through organizing your digital photos and videos, getting things structured properly and setting everything up so sharing, whether it's through something like Projector or anything else, actually feels easy instead of stressful. If you want a calm, practical process to follow without feeling overwhelmed, you can find out all the details at photomesssuccess.co.uk. But for now, let's look at how sharing works in Projector. Sharing with others. Sharing is where Projector feels really different, and that's very deliberate. Instead of sending links around and hoping they don't get forwarded, Projector works by inviting people by email. Anyone you share with needs their own account to watch, and that's part of the privacy model. You're choosing who gets access rather than sending your videos out into the wild. To invite someone, go to Account and then Content Dashboard. On the left-hand side, you'll see Viewers. Click the person icon to add someone, enter their email address, and click Add. They'll appear in your pending invites, and once they accept, they become an active viewer. From that point on, they can watch whatever content you've chosen to share with them. You can also create groups, which makes managing access much easier. In the top right-hand corner, click the group icon, give the group a name, and add your first member. Once you've done that, you can choose whether specific videos or categories are visible to all viewers, or only to certain groups. So instead of one-size-fits-all sharing, you can decide exactly who sees what. A quiet but important feature, Successors. There's one more feature I want to mention because it's easy to miss, and it's quite different from what most video platforms offer. Projector lets you choose successors on your account. In simple terms, that means you can nominate people who will be able to look after your Projector account in the future. rather than everything being tied to just one person forever.
A successor has to be someone you've already invited as a viewer, and you manage this in the same place as viewers and groups, inside the content dashboard. So head to Viewers and go to Successors. Select the Add Person icon in the top right. Add in their email address and select Add. But one important thing to note is you need to be on a paid plan to access this feature.
Watching on TV. This is where Projector really comes into its own. Instead of videos living on a phone or being clicked through on a computer, you can actually sit down and watch them properly on your TV. Projector has TV apps for most smart TVs and streaming devices. So once your videos are uploaded, just download the Projector app like you would any other streaming app, the same way you'd install Netflix or iPlayer. You'll find the Projector app on platforms like Apple TV, Roku, Amazon Fire, Google TV, and many smart TVs. Just search for Projector in your TV's app store and install it. Once it's installed, you sign in using the same email address and password you used when creating your Projector account. That's it. Your videos and photo slideshows are right there, ready to watch. Loading photos and creating slideshows. One thing I didn't want to forget to mention is that Projector isn't just videos. You can also upload photos and turn them into private slideshows.
To do this, select the Upload button in the top right-hand corner and choose Photos. From here, you can either select your photo files or drag and drop them straight into Projector. You'll then be asked whether you want to add the photos to an existing album or create a new album. Going down the screen, before you rename your album, select the photo you want as the thumbnail if the first photo isn't the one that you want to use. Then if you are creating a new album, give the album a title, and you can also add a description if you want. Next, you choose the visibility, whether the album is visible to all viewers, just specific groups, or kept private. You can also change the order by selecting Reorder in the top right and dragging and dropping the photos in the order you want. Then click Done when you are done. Once you're happy, click Publish, and that album will appear in your Photo Albums area. To view the album, go to the View My Projector selection at the top, and depending on how you've set up your layout, you might need to scroll a little, but once you open an album, select to play as a slideshow, which works really nicely for family viewing.
The pros and cons of Projector. Before you decide whether Projector is right for you, it's worth taking a step back and looking at what it does well and where it might not be the best fit. The pros of Projector. The biggest strength of Projector is that you own and control your videos. It's designed specifically for private sharing, so everything is built around intention rather than exposure. Your videos aren't public by default, and nothing is driven by algorithms, likes, or recommendations. It's also excellent for watching on TV. Once everything is set up, it genuinely feels like a personal streaming service, calm, curated, and easy to browse. And because it's not social media, there's no noise, no comments you didn't ask for, no suggested comments, and no distractions pulling people away from what you actually wanted them to watch. Overall, it feels deliberate. You're sharing videos because you want people to watch these, not because you're feeding a platform. The cons of Projector. The main downside of Projector is that it's a paid service. That's part of why it can stay private and ad-free, but it does mean it's not a free option like YouTube. Sharing also works differently. Instead of sending a simple link, you invite people by email and they need an account to watch. For most people, that's fine, but for less tech-confident viewers, it can feel like an extra step at first. So it's not about instant casual sharing, it's about controlled intentional sharing, and that's a trade-off worth being aware of. As a bit of context, this is very different to how something like YouTube works. YouTube is designed around public viewing and discovery. Even when videos are unlisted, they still live inside a wider public platform alongside ads, recommendations, and other content. Projector works the other way around. It's private by design. There are no ads, no algorithms, and nothing public by default. Everything is shared intentionally with the people you choose. If privacy, control, and watching together matter more than reach, Projector is perfect for you. If you want to take this a step further, this video will help you organize your video files like a pro, with practical tips and tools you can actually use. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more photo organizing tips. Have fun rediscovering your memories. I'll see you in my next video.